Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Alright. Alright. Welcome back, everybody, to the live stream of Wolong Fallen Dynasty. This is live stream number 4. Gonna start pretty soon here. But if this is your first time or you just, checking me out, hit that like button and subscribe, man. I really appreciate it if you guys would do that. Also follow me on Twitter at Dark Optimus. Always, and then also, check out some of the podcasts I'm on. I'm on Thursday nights. I'm on Next Podcast, and then also I'm on GRG at on K Mega 405's channel on Friday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern for that one. And then Next Podcast is on Xbot 448's channel at 5 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, check those out, man. They're fun podcasts. But we'll get started pretty soon here. Just wanted to kind of let things kind of flow in. Maybe get some viewers. But yeah, I am loving this game. It's a lot of fun. I noticed that there are people who are having difficulties with it, but right now I'm having a blast, man. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm not saying it's better than Neo or Neo 2 because those games were really good, and I'm not saying that it's better than any of the Souls games, because it's not. It's its own thing, and I'm enjoying it though. I'm really actually enjoying it. It's a fun game. But let's get started. Let's start this up. Where did we leave off? I think we left off at the village. Yeah, we did. I think we're going to the next boss that we fight is like one of the hardest bosses in this game. This is like the get good boss. I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. Travel. I'm not level 37. I think I'm. Let me look at my level. That's 36. I mean, I could probably get to 37 if I used some chi fragments, but I think I'll just try out this level without doing that. But if we do need to, we'll do it. Yeah, this is supposed to be like the hardest, or one of the hardest bosses. This is like, after the first boss, like I know people are like really complaining about the first boss, and the first boss is difficult, I will say that, but this boss is supposed to be that next boss that's like the boss that's like, oh, I'm gonna quit this game because of this boss. That's the kind of boss that we're gonna be going up against. Just gonna shoot that dude. Maybe take out that guy too. Alright, come on. Ooh. Come on. Whoa. I'm not hitting my deflects today at all. There we go. You know, one thing I also noticed about this game is like, if you get your deflects, that their health goes down a lot quicker as well. So, oh, is this a? Yeah, this is a invasion. Dude.
I can take no more. I must fall back. I have never seen or heard the like of such a warrior. None save Lu Bu would stand a chance. Your assistance is most welcome.
Thanks. Oh, arrow guy. Anything in here? Oh, flag. Definitely need the fortitude flags. I do notice that I think a lot of people are having a problem with that type of stuff too, like the fortitude flags. Like maybe finding them or just not getting all of them in the level, so when they take on the boss, their fortitude is kind of weak. But yeah, you definitely need to find every flag in this game. Not in the entirety of the game, but you definitely need to find every flag in the level that you're going on. Ooh, that guy was ridiculous. And of course, you know, they throw in these, you know, that's the thing about these games, they throw in these not mini bosses, but like really strong like regular enemies, right? Like just normal enemies. Sometimes they throw in those ones where you're just like, really? This dude was like super difficult for no reason. But it also helps if I, you know, get my deflects off. It's one of those things. If you don't get the deflects, you are gonna have a hard time in this game. But if you can get your deflects off, you are absolutely gonna have some fun. You know, I wouldn't even say like this game you have to get good, right? You just have to be, you know, good with your deflects. I find that, you know, holding down L1 or LB if you're on Xbox really helps. You know, if you hold down your guard or your block button, it's so much easier to get off your deflects. You almost kind of, it's almost kind of like a easy cheat mode, right? Which is nice. Some games don't do that. Some games don't allow you to do that, but this game definitely does allow that. I know in Sekiro, like, you can't do that. You definitely have to parry attacks, otherwise your stamina or your I forgot what they call it in the game, but your goes, you know, the spirit or whatever for this game goes down, or goes up actually in that one, and then it like once they break that, they like literally just take you out in like a matter of seconds. But with this one is I feel like this game is a lot easier than Neo, or even, you know, just a lot of the Souls games. And I know a lot of people are just having issues with that first boss, but I don't know, I didn't have that much of an issue with him. And I've seen people who are like die-hard Souls fans have struggled with the first boss. I don't understand it, but maybe, you know, it's it's just some games are just difficult for some people, you know, which is nothing wrong with that, because you can't be good at every game, right? Like me, I'm not good with multiplayer type of games, but games like this, I'm somewhat decent. You know, I wouldn't say I'm great at these types of games, but also wouldn't say I'm like terrible at them either. Pretty decent. I think it just, you know, really all depends on, you know, your playstyle and what you're good at and what you're not, you know? Like something like Call of Duty, I never have been great at those type of games. You know, I do play them every once in a while, you know, because, you know, sometimes I want to get into some multiplayer or whatever with Call of Duty, or, you know, something like that, but for the most part I try to stick with more single player type of experiences. I just like them more. They're more fun for me. There's one thing I wanted to say that I haven't gotten to say. I did see the that Starfield is coming to Xbox in September, which is good, you know, good for the people who are excited for it. I personally am not excited for that game. I know that there are people who are, and awesome for you guys. I'm happy for you, but you know, I've never been a big Bethesda type of gamer. I've always liked I liked Skyrim, but that was the only one I was ever really into. I never really liked Fallout. I played Fallout 3, it was good, but I felt like it was kind of short. Fallout 4 was terrible to me. Fallout 76 was terrible. I like the ones that I like though that come from Bethesda, and I know that they weren't the original creators of the games, but I like the Doom, Doom Eternal. I also liked Wolfenstein, those type of games. I tried to get into Dishonored for a while there, and I just couldn't get into it, man. It wasn't my kind of game. Just wasn't my cup of tea. I like stealth games though. That's the thing. I'm so weird about video games. I really am. I'm not much of a someone who can be like, I like this game and this, and then it's sequel or something, like I will definitely be like, if the sequel sucks, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm out on the game, but very rare do you get a sequel for a game that isn't good. That is very rare. I don't think I've ever seen a game like that. And if you're wondering how come I'm like running around and I know like where certain things are, it's because I played this game on a second character because sometimes I just don't feel like streaming, but I still want to play the game. I still want to enjoy the experience that I'm having with the game. So that's why you'll see moments of me just dominating. Call it what you will, call it cheating or whatever, but I look at it as I wanted to play the game. I had time to play the game, because I wasn't streaming, so I figured why not, create a second character. I think on my second character I'm at like 20 hours, so, and that character is definitely it's a different character than this one. I put the skills in different places. Like, this guy is better at deflecting than my second character. I like these invasions that they're doing with this game. I don't know if it's like a... Oh, that dude's like 14. Whoa, where did that come from? What was that? Was that just like a bolt? I think that was a bolt, wasn't it? From guys up there. Yeah, there's whatever they call those things. Whoa, dude. And it's funny because my friends give me so much crap about not liking, for the most part, not liking multiplayer type of experiences. I mean, I get why they like them because, they get more of a value out of them. But for me personally, I'd rather just take the risk of buying a $70 or $60 game that's a single player experience and enjoy that over, spending like 1,000 hours in a multiplayer experience. which I would never do. I would never ever spend like 1,000 hours in a multiplayer experience. It would have to be something that I was completely into. I mean, the most I'd probably spend in a multiplayer, I think the most I've ever spent in a multiplayer game is Destiny 2. But at least that actually has like a single player element to it. But it also has pretty good DLC as well. And that one, I think I spent like it was over 100 hours. I know that for sure. I think it was like on Xbox. I think it was like 3 days or something. I mean, I know people have way more hours in that game than I do, but for me, that's a lot. Because for me, I don't know, I just prefer this type of gameplay. I don't have to worry about anybody. I don't have to worry about a team, bringing me down. The only person that's gonna bring me down is myself, right? Like that's what I like about it, is that if I'm not good, I'm only the one to blame. I can't blame anybody else. I can only blame myself. I do know that there are people out there that like get frustrated with games like this because they I don't know, they have like an issue with like playing it or just have an excuse of playing it, or have an excuse of the controls or whatever. I do see that a lot with the games like this. I always see like, well, the controls are off, so it's the controls' fault. It's the game's fault. It's like, no, dude. I think it's you, man. I think it's you're just not paying attention, or you're not getting you're not doing the right things that you need to be doing in a timely manner. And some of that stuff is super simple too. Like, you can, once you figure out like how to play games like this, you're almost kind of automatically kind of akin to it, I do see some people who are fans of the games like this having struggles with it, but I don't know how true it is that they're fans of games like this. But of course, this is a lot faster than Dark Souls or even Bloodborne in a way. This is definitely more like Sekiro speed of combat. It's not as polished as Sekiro though. Sekiro is definitely more polished. And I think Sekiro is actually a lot more fun too. I am struggling over here, man. I am struggling. Oh shoot. It's because I'm like talking and playing at the same time. There we go with excuses again. Just making up excuses, man. It's not true. You would be struggling even if you weren't talking. Which is true. I would be. But I enjoy it. For me, it's it's never really been about like how difficult they are. These games are. It's always been about like just how much fun I have in them. I find the fun in them no matter what. For some reason, I don't know why. I just do. Whoa, dude, are you kidding me? Wow. Alright. Okay. That guy's just like, hey, buddy, you're in my house right now. I am not gonna let you, get me. I was just like, dang, bro. Why would you do that to me? I thought we were friends. You guys ever known people like that where they were just like they thought you were their friend but you really weren't? You were just kind of like, you didn't really hang out with them. You just kind of like were acquaintances of them, you didn't hang out with them at all. You just kind of worked with them or whatever, and they think you're like their best friend or whatever. It's like, bro, we never even hung out like outside of work. I just never understood that type of mentality of like, we're friends. Well, I mean, technically yes, we are friends. We're work friends, but we don't hang out. You don't come over to my place, or I don't go over to your place and just hang out, and chill. It's more like a, oh, we work together, we have a few laughs, we joke around. That's about it, I don't know, maybe that's just me, maybe I'm just, maybe sometimes I just kind of come off as, being kind of mean about things, but I just, like, bro, I mean, we don't hang out, The only reason why I bring it up is because I used to work at a bank, and there was people who like thought that we were friends, but I was all like, but we don't even hang out outside of work at all. Like, we're work friends, yeah. Like I would say we're work friends, but we're not like friends, You don't like know everything about me, You just kind of know whatever you know from working with me. And I mean, I am pretty much like an open book, but I don't try to, give people every single detail about me. I think there's some things that should just stay private between yourself and whoever else knows, And that's the thing about social media, Social media has become that thing where people just tell their whole life story. They tell everything. They tell people every single thing about what they're doing. And honestly, I think that's kind of, to me that's just crazy. I ain't gonna tell you every little detail of my life. I just am not. I think that's one thing that some people kind of, I think, struggle with, is just, I mean, I even see people like, I'm gonna post where I am at like all times, and it's like, why? Like, you do realize that like there's crazy people out there, right? Like, you realize this, right? Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, do you people actually even realize like what you're posting when you post it? You're posting your exact location where there could be like a crazy person that's stalking you or whatever, and you're posting it. Like, why? What's the point? like, so then people know where you are and people know who you are and stuff like that. I mean, I get it, like if you're posting it because you want people to know where you are, so that, you know, if anything ever actually happens to you, you can, you know, there'll be evidence or proof of where you were. But I don't feel like, you know, posting. I'm just one of those people that just am not gonna do that. I'm not gonna post everything that I'm doing or everything that I'm, you know, going through or whatever. But I also do get that, you know, social media helps a lot of people too. You know, it helps them with their mental states and stuff like that, which is understandable. I get it, you know. I think some people would probably say it damages their mental state sometimes, but I think if it does help you and if it does give you some satisfaction or some peace of mind, by all means, you know, do it up. But, you know, I don't think you need to post every facet of your life, you know. Yeah, post things that are good, but, you know, don't post like, you know, I'm gonna go take a shower now, you know, like, people don't need to know that. You know, like, people don't need to know, like, I'm, you know, your whole life. I think it's really just people forget that, you know, that there are crazy people out there. You know, and not everybody's your friend, you know, and that's the thing, like, not everybody on the internet is your friend. As much as you might think that they are definitely not. There are some people, you know, there are good people out there. I'm not saying that there aren't good people. I just, you know, be cautious on, you know, who you're talking to and who you're, you know, dealing with. You know, one thing I learned about, you know, while podcasting and doing all that I've been doing that for about, you know, 5-6 years now, is, you know, definitely be cautious on who, you know, you have in your circle, because not everybody's, you know, gonna be your friend. Not everybody's gonna, you know, try to, you know, not everybody's gonna like you either, you know. There's just gonna be so many people that are just probably not gonna like you. I mean, I'm sure there's people right now who, you know, are gonna watch this later and be like, yeah, I don't like this dude. You know, like, and that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's kind of the, you know, it's kind of the nature of you know, just being human. You know, there's just gonna be people that you don't like, there's gonna be people that you like, and sometimes, you know, there's gonna be people that you like that are pieces of shit, you know, just bad people, you know, because they're really good at manipulating or whatever, you know. Yeah, you're just gonna have that type of thing, especially on social media, because there are a lot of people who, you know, are like, you know, that are like, well, you know, this person was my friend, and then I come to find out that they're like either sexist or racist or whatever, and then they're like, what the heck, you know? And it's like, well, that's why you just don't trust anybody on the internet, you know? You know, just because I, I podcast with a lot of guys, and do I trust them all? No, I don't trust them all. Like it's not like I'm like gonna. It's not like I think that they're bad people. It just, I don't trust everybody. And that's, that might seem kind of, bad or whatever, or that might seem like it comes off as me, talking shit or whatever, but I'm not, trying to do that. I'm just trying to say, don't trust everybody. Don't trust, and it's not about trusting anyone, because you can trust people. Like, there's people that you can trust and there's people that you can't, but you just have to be careful. And, that's the thing about, YouTube and Twitter and all that stuff. You have to be careful. And sometimes, people don't show their true colors until, they're faced with them. Shoot, I'm even saying don't even trust me, like that's shoot, I don't even trust me half the time. It's just funny. Is this guy gonna attack? But don't get me wrong, I do love, podcasting. I love doing YouTube, this type of stuff. I love doing this stuff. I just, want people to be cautious more. I wish people were more cautious about who they get involved with or whatever, And I think some people have said it best, this isn't, especially on Twitter, it's not a gaming community. Shout out to the Ash and Luca. She said that it's not a gaming community. It's a drama community. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. It is a drama community. And I've definitely have had my fair share of drama on this platform and on Twitter. So, it's nothing new to me, to be honest. This level is hard though. I struggled with this one even with my second character, so. Yeah, if you're part of anything that has to do with YouTube or Twitter, I think you're definitely gonna have some drama, no matter what. Especially, on Twitter, you're definitely gonna have drama, because things get misconstrued and get, aren't said in a way that makes it, or get taken out of context or whatever, because there's only so much you can say on there, and it's not like you can see people's faces. It's like, it's just in text, things just come off differently for people. Like earlier today, I posted about Starfield, and how it was coming in September. I was just kind of like, I don't really care, about the game. And I had somebody say, well, you must have cared a little bit because, you've decided to post about it. And I'm just like, well, of course I did. It's Twitter, dude. Like, I was like, come on, it's Twitter, dude. Of course I did. Like, that's where you do the drama, Twitter is the drama place. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it, to be honest. I don't think there's anything wrong with some drama, as long as it doesn't get crazy and out of hand. I mean, there are times where I've seen some crazy stuff, you know, happen on Twitter where I was just like, and I just don't even get involved because I just think it's ridiculous or whatever. Because one person says one thing and then another person says another thing, and it escalates from there. Or you have, you know, which I see a lot of, you know, when every time there's a new like female in the gaming community, there's just like dudes in their DMs and just, you know, just trying to, you know, I mean, I'm all for shoot your shot, you know, shoot your shot, man, do you, you know, but sometimes I just think it's ridiculous. I'm just like, okay, like whatever, you know. I don't do that stuff. I don't go into people's DMs and just, you know, try to hit on them or whatever. I just, if I see that there's a problem, like one of my friends, you know, she had a problem with her game not performing or whatever on her PlayStation, and I DM'd her and I said, hey, you know, try this, you know, see if this works, and that was it. I left it at that. That's all I did. I didn't say anything else. I didn't do anything else. I just think it's, to me that's just, I just think it's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm the weird one, but I just think it's weird. This level's hard because it has these frickin' like, I'm gonna throw this at you, or I'm gonna throw this at you, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. I'm just like, oh my god, really? I'll take those dudes out. Can I get a backstab on this dude? He's not going to turn around right away, right? I don't think he does, yeah. But I don't know, I've always thought that stuff was kind of weird. You know, just sliding into people's DMs. You don't even know this person. Like, you're just, you know, either you're super horny or you're just like, I don't know. Or maybe you just feel like you need to shoot your shot or whatever, but to me, I just always felt like it was a weird thing. Twitter is a fun place sometimes. I do have fun. And it's funny because I think people sometimes take me way too seriously. Like, I'm just like, I'm not even serious about it at all. Like, for the most part, I couldn't even care less about, you know, if Starfield does good or not. You know, like, if it does good, then it does good, you know. And I think sometimes, you know, I'll say something and somebody will just take it to a whole nother level, you know. They'll just be like, well, why do you think that way? And it's like, dude, I'm not even, like, I think one time, well, this is a funny story. One time there was I said something about the Activision Blizzard deal that's going on with Microsoft and stuff, and I said, you know, I don't really care if Call of Duty is never on PlayStation ever again. You know, it's, you know, I don't buy them all the time. I also don't, play them for very long anyways. So, it's not really any sweat off my back if the game never comes to PlayStation ever again. And I also said something about how I think it's it's a good deal for Xbox or something like that. And somebody went off, I think, for like at least a couple hours of just like being like just completely butthurt about what I said. And I was just like, dude, like it's not that big of a deal. Like if you're excited for it, great, awesome, like be excited for the deal, be all for it. But this person was just not even remotely happy at all with what I said, and I was just like, sorry, like what else am I gonna say, I mean, I think I even was just like, I was messing with him the whole time. I was just like, okay, well, sorry that you feel that way or whatever. And I said something like something snarky back, and the person was all like said something, and I was just something to the effect of like, well, you're still tweeting, and I'm like, yeah, but you're the one that's answering me, like I'm not you're the one that keeps going with it. Like, we can stop this at any time. Like, this doesn't have to keep going. Like, we don't have to keep going with this stuff. We can stop this, we don't have to talk about it, and it was just like, dude, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, if I don't like something and I say I don't like it, that's my prerogative, right? Like, that has nothing to do with you or your character or whatever, It has nothing to do with that. It's just the way I feel about certain things, But of course, everybody has to, have their opinion and have to express it, stuff like that. It's like, well, I think that's great and fine and all, but at least let me express mine too, like don't just like be like, well, you're wrong. Well, how? That's the one thing I'm like, I never got when people said, well, you're wrong. Well, it's an opinion, so I don't understand how I could be wrong about an opinion. And I was just like, well, you're just wrong. All I know is that you're wrong. And I'm just like, that's weird to me. I just don't understand that. Yeah, my deflecting's a little bit off today. But I still enjoy, the conversations and stuff. They're still fun. I'm one of those people that just think it's funny when people get upset about the most minute thing, right? And I know people are like, well, you get upset on podcasts. And I'm like, am I really upset though? Because I'm not actually upset. I'm just, most of the time I'm just messing around because I'm bored. Like last week Friday when I was on GRG, I was just messing with those guys the whole time, and I was just like, that's just what I like to do sometimes when I'm bored, just like messing around, or it's or what they like to say, it's trolling or whatever. But to me, I just, you know, I like messing around, you know, especially if I'm bored. If I'm bored, I wasn't really bored with the podcast. I was just like bored just because of the day, what kind of day it was, and I just wanted to, you know, liven it up maybe a little bit more, you know. And if you know, my buddy K Mega was like, I don't like that, I would totally stop. You know, if K Mega came to me and was like, hey bro, like you can't do that anymore. Okay, cool, you know. No big deal. It's better to fight these dudes like one at a time. The first time I did it, I was like fighting these dudes all at one time, and that was not fun at all. That was a pain in the ass, man. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Maybe I'll level up. Get that to 8. But sometimes, my whole point is that I like to have fun. And sometimes, do I go a little bit overboard? Yes. Yes, I do. But, do I try to, you know, make it, you know, if somebody said, if, you know, I felt offended by something or anything that I did, I would be, you know, definitely be the first one to just, you know, apologize about it. But it's hard because, you know, people are offended by anything and everything nowadays. So it's hard to see, you know, it's hard to be like, is this a sincere, like, offense, or is it more of like, I'm offended just for the sake of being offended by it? That's one thing I think social media and you know, just the internet in general has kind of created this monster of people that are just like, they're not really offended, but they you know, act like they're offended just for the sake of being offended, because they have to be, you know, for whatever platform they're on, or for whatever they're doing. I just never understood that. It's like, why be offended? Like, if you're actually offended by something, I understand. I get it. You know? Because sometimes people say some stuff that you're like, really? Like, really, bro? You know? And I get that. I wholeheartedly get that. But I think sometimes people get offended just by the littlest thing, or just by the dumbest thing. And it's like, are you really offended, or are you just offended just for the sake of being offended? Which is interesting to me. See, in my second playthrough, I didn't have all these dudes alive when some of those dudes were like dead already. Weird. And you know, sometimes even if I'm offended by something, I try not to. I don't usually say anything sometimes because I just don't care enough to say something, or I just feel like whatever that person was going through, it's their problem, not mine. You know. Unless it's something that is truly offensive to me. Like, there's stupid things that I get offended by. But everybody gets offended by stupid things. Like, you know, certain people say something bad about PlayStation, or they say something bad about Xbox, and it's just a stupid thing, you know, to be offended by. But some people, you know, get offended by it. I know, because I've been offended by it sometimes, but that just depend on my mood, you know. Like sometimes I'm in that mood, you know, of like, man, I hate these guys, you know, I hate that these people are the way that they are with Xbox or whatever, and I just get offended by it, or I get butthurt by it, or whatever, you know, whatever mood I'm in. Just happens. You know, we're human. That's what we do as human beings. It's just the nature of being human. I hate it when that tiger does that stuff. When he's just like, oh, I'm gonna scratch at you like 10 times and then kill you like within a matter of seconds. I'm just like, really? Thanks, man. Hopefully this episode I can get to the boss, which is Lubu, which is like one of the hardest bosses in this game. I personally didn't have a problem with him the first time I went up against him. I did die quite a bit, but that's only because I was trying to learn his moveset. Just because I like doing that. Sometimes I'll just like get hit just for no reason, just to, you know, kind of practice his moveset, or practice a certain boss's moveset. I don't do that with every boss. I just do that with certain bosses because I think their moveset is really cool, or I think that the character is a lot of fun to play against, or whatever. Yeah, my deflects are off today. I don't know why. I should have streamed yesterday because my deflections were like almost kind of on point. Almost. I wouldn't say they were completely on point, but they were better than today. That's for sure. But in that playthrough, I didn't have all these guys up here. Like, I had this guy, but I didn't have this, like, this crossbow dude right here. I didn't have this ballista dude right here at all. Like, in my first playthrough of this level, I didn't have that dude. I don't know why. It was a glitch or something, or I don't know. But I didn't have him. I was just like, interesting. I did have all those dudes though. All those freaking ballista dudes up on top of the castle there. I had those. Can I get back up there? No? I was hoping to be able to get back up there from here. But there is another way around. It's over here. Which I could jump over that way. Yeah, that's too many dudes. No, I'm good. Just run. That's what you do, you know, sometimes you just gotta run away. Is it ideal? No. But when you got like dudes like this that are doing bull crap, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Do I have arrows? I do have some arrows. I'll take this guy out. I'm still learning how to deflect these spear dudes. I'm getting better at them though. We'll say that. But like that one, I haven't gotten down. And that I haven't gotten down either. And I switched my dragon pods for elixir for some reason. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, see, like this dude, when I played it the first time, when I played this level the first time, I didn't have that dude. He was not there. I only had this guy and the other guy around that corner there. And the guy in the house, in the hut. That was about it. And of course, you know, the enemies over here, but I only had this guy right here, and that last guy I just fought. There was no ballista dude when I first, with that first playthrough. Not first playthrough, but with my second character. So I was like, what? Where are these guys coming from? I did have this guy though. But some of those ballista dudes I didn't have. That's weird. I'm thinking it's like a glitch or something. I mean, it's gotta be, right? It's gotta be a glitch. Glitch. Whoa, dude. What? How? Like, I didn't even trigger you to even come over this way. But took you out. It's great. I don't even know what. I don't even know how that was weird because I didn't even like trigger. I wasn't even close enough to triggering that dude to come this way. Yay, got my morale back. Backstab this dude. These ballista dudes are very annoying because they just freaking keep shooting, and especially like when I did my second character playing against those dudes, I was like, where are these freaking bolts coming from? And I figured out that they came from the castle. I was like, duh, they're from the castle, of course. But they're annoying because they just keep shooting. But it's weird because like they keep shooting, but then like if you take on the ballista, it only has like 3 or 4 shots. I'm just like, how does that even make sense? That was actually easier than normal. Where's that other... Where's that... I think there's another fortitude flag over here. But I hate fighting those tigers. They're the most annoying thing in this game, I think. For me. I could probably just slip past him and maybe get a death from above. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's annoying when they just like attack you 10 times and it's like, get good at deflecting real quick. Oh wow, get me out of this corner. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm gonna use like all my health potions right here. I'm gonna use all... Oh my gosh. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. That Tekker's like, you don't like me? Well, F you, buddy. The struggle is real in this game. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to share this out. That is a big no-no. Alright. It's like I'm fighting the same guys over and over again, because I am. Because they're annoying, and you know, honestly, I don't even need to fight every single guy in this game, in this level, because I don't think Lubu's that hard, to be honest. As long as I get all the fortitude flags and all of the marker flags, I think I'll be okay. And try to get all the loot as much as possible. But I think I will have to fight that other tiger that's up here. Or maybe not. I might not have to. Might just be able to get the flag. There we go. I was able to just get the flag. That's all I needed. I don't need to fight those dudes. It's... because it just gets ridiculous. You just keep going, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting, until you just... oh yeah, you're gonna get to the boss eventually, but... at what point? I don't think there's any more fortitude flags over here at all. Oh, you know what? I know where I need to go back to. I need to go up here. That's alright, I almost forgot about this little area over here. This little area has a fortitude flag and a marker, well, oh yeah, marker flag. Is that tiger really following me? Oh my gosh, dude. Maybe I'll go back down here and reset it. So he's not following me anymore. Oh yeah, he is definitely following. Reset so that I'm not fighting that dude again. Or that tiger. I can fight this guy though. He's pretty easy. He didn't do any spirit attack at all. Which is surprising because usually they do. Take this dude out. Get as much loot as possible. I think some of these levels I'm missing some. I'm pretty positive I'm missing loot from some of these levels, because on my second character I have 6 dragon pot healing. I have 6 of those dragon pots, and in here I only have 5 on this one. I think it's honestly I think, and I could be wrong on this, but I think this game has random loot. So I think you only get certain because in my second character, I found the dragon pot in one of the sub missions, and the extra dragon pot, whatever dragon, I think it's dragon vein, dragon crystal vein or something like that you get to upgrade your. It doesn't upgrade your pots, but it gives you more pots, and I think that for this one it didn't work out that way, which is okay, which is fine, but you know, I wish the loot was a little bit more consistent, if that is the case, that you only get a certain amount or it's randomized like that. I wish it wasn't, because it kind of deters from the experience a little bit, at least in my opinion. That's why I'm like wondering how people are gonna like do walkthroughs of this game, because if the loot is randomized, then it's not randomized in the spots that they're in. I think it's more randomized in what loot you're gonna get with that particular spot or whatever. That is 4, and I know 5 is over that way, up on the top of the castle, and then there's another one just right before you go and take on Lubu. Which I'm hoping I'll be able to get to Lubu before the end of the stream here. I might push it a little bit just to get to Lubu, because I can go this way and get to Lubu, you know, like that, but I'm just gonna run over this way and get up. No, not from there. These guys. Oh, no. Get away. Oh, loot. Yeah, certain walkthroughs are going to be interesting for this game. I really feel that way. I really hope that it's not randomized though, but I feel like it is, because there's certain loot spots that I've gone to in my second character that don't have what I got for this character. Or I don't have, you know, or I go to that spot for this character and they don't have that same piece of loot. I could be wrong though. I'm probably more than likely wrong, but I just think it's weird, interesting, kind of, that the developers would have gone that route with this game. And these dudes hit hard too. It's not like they're hitting like teddy bears or something. They're hitting Honestly, I think even some of these guys hit harder than some of the bosses do. It's funny. It's like, how is that even remotely a thing? Oh shoot, this guy. It's better to fight him over here. More room. So much easier. I think it's funny, like, these games, sometimes they just throw enemies at you. It's wild sometimes. I'm like, dude, how am I supposed to beat some of these enemies when you're throwing like 5 or 6 of them at me at the same time? I'm like, really? Like, so that's why I like to kind of do this, where I kind of draw them out, draw one out at a time. Wow, dude. Wow. That was fun. Yeah, it's I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they put him, I mean, some of those guys at like 20 fortitude, then put some of these guys at like 5. You know, it's just it gives it a challenge, but I think there were certain, like, there's certain NPCs where I'm like, yeah, this guy doesn't need to be that strong. He could have been like a fortitude 6 or whatever. I'm actually gonna go back up here and do the get the flag up here. If I can get up there before I get attacked. Rest. Reset the world. Just so then I don't have to run back down there and grab all that stuff again. I could just do it all from here. This level has, like, I think 2 bosses, but I don't really consider that first dude that you fight against a boss. Like, he's more of like a mini boss. I wouldn't say he's like a full-on boss or anything. Sometimes it's just best to just keep attacking. Get up. Backstab. I will say these spears dudes, they attack. That's a good thing. But sometimes the dudes with the swords, they don't attack. Or even sometimes these ballista dudes, which are basically sword dudes, they don't attack. I'm just like, okay. I don't know if that's like a development issue or what. Come on, dude. Don't you see me? Alright. Come on. Over this way. You know, it never gets old. Never gets old deflecting. I liked it a lot in Sekiro too, like being able to parry and deflect and stuff. But I felt like that game was like one of the hardest Souls games probably ever. But I love it. It's a lot of I think it's a lot of fun. I think the game is a lot of fun. I think there are moments of bullcrap in it, but I think for the most part the game is a lot of fun. I don't know, maybe I might stream that game someday. I think that would be an interesting stream. But I was thinking after this stream, after I'm done with this game, streaming Resident Evil 4 remake when that comes out. And if I'm not done with this game by that time, I might just either switch over to that or do like one stream of this, one stream of that kind of thing. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. But I will definitely let people know before I actually decide to do it. I know this one has some bullshit too. But there is a way to get behind those dudes from over this way, which I think I'm gonna do right now. But it might be a pain in the butt. I didn't even know that I could do that. I didn't even know the drum could do that. That's funny. Always learning something new about these types of games. All the time. I need to get up there with you, dude. And really... Wow. Okay. I guess I forgot how to jump now. I think some people find it annoying to have to jump all the time, But I think it's fun. I think it's cool. Let's see. Should I... Do I have, I don't have any arrows. But I think if I did that, they should come into this room here. Or they'll come across, they'll come over here and fight me from here. Which is oh so much more better than fighting them with the big guy over there. My deflects are getting a little bit better right now, today. But yesterday, I felt like I was like on point with a lot of my deflects. I was doing super good. I was actually happy. I was like, man, I probably should have streamed. I was like, I probably should have streamed last night because some of those deflects I was doing, I was like deflecting everything. I was like master deflector last night. It was pretty cool. I was pleasantly satisfied with it, but then today I'm just like, nope. I think that might be like maybe a stream thing. No, it's not a stream. I can't blame the stream. See, look at that, making excuses already. Just making excuses, man. Yeah, you can't make excuses. It's just, it is what it is. Some days you're really good, talented at something, and then some other days you're just like, why did I even do that? It's wild. It truly is. But that's what makes the experience, I think, even more fun. It's because there's days where you're just like, I suck, and then there's days where you're like, I'm absolutely good. And I don't know why it works out that way, but it just does. Yeah, I think some people think that these games have like a rule to them, because let's be honest, the Souls community has been kind of, that not necessarily bad, but they're toxic, right? A lot of the Souls community is toxic, which I don't get into. I don't condone it. I think if people want to play this game and they do stuff like that, then, you know, things happen. I wasn't even paying attention to my health. But this level is hard though. Like, I will admit that this level is difficult. Very difficult. Honestly, I think it's the level and the boss. Like this level and the boss is like difficult. The next level after this, I'm not gonna give too much away, but like the boss is super easy. From what I remember, I think the boss is super easy, and I even think that the level's kind of easy. There's one moment in there where you're like, "Geez, like, can I get a break here?" But for the most part, you're like just running through it. I know some people are probably saying, "You play this game off stream? I thought you were playing this game on stream. That's why you know." No, dude. Sometimes I just don't feel like streaming, or sometimes I just don't feel like, you know, doing that stuff. I just want to play the game and enjoy. And I think we all feel that way sometimes. Can I get these guys without dying this time? Got that dude. Try to get this guy to come over here. So I'll fight him with the big guy. Come on. Come on, you buffoon. I'm surprised that guy didn't come when that other guy did. He was just like, no, I'm just gonna sit back and keep praying. Where is he? Is he coming this way? You coming this way, dude, or not? I ain't got all day, buddy. I thought he was coming this way. I guess not. He's all like, I'm gonna go back to praying. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to fight you. I'll just go back to praying. I know some people are probably saying like, well, you're doing the cheap way, you know, of getting these guys by taking them one-on-one, you know. It's like, well, if it's in the game and I'm allowed to do it, then I think it's fine, to be completely honest. It's not like I'm looking at a guide or I'm cheating or anything. And there is nothing wrong with looking at a guide either. I don't think, at least I don't think so. For some games, maybe you might need it. You know, for other games, you don't. This game, not so much. But some of the, geez, man. I am doing horribly. But I think, even some of the Elden Ring, I don't blame people if they needed a guide or used the guide for that game. I'm not even kidding. I think if they used a guide, I understand. I get it. Because that game is so big. It's huge, you know? There's so much to look at, there's so much to do. Excuse me. That it's hard to do everything. But if you want to do everything, I think you're better off using a guide for that type of game. But you know, I didn't like Elden Ring. I thought it was. I think it was, for me, it was more about the length of it. It's just too big for me. It was just too big. I felt like it was super huge, and it didn't need to be. But I do get why people love it. It is more accessible, I think, too, than than this one, or even any of the Souls board games. I think it's got its. Jeez, man, I don't know what happened there. That is not cool. I was trying to take this dude out, and then I had to deal with that guy. I think that dude went up. Oh no, he's over here. Come on. I absolutely get if people were like, after that first boss, I absolutely get that people just said, nope, not for me with this game. Because I do feel like that first boss was kind of ridiculous. Really was. He was kind of like, he was kind of like that boss where you're just like, really, dude? Like, he was kind of like the Tree Sentinel in Elden Ring, right? Where you almost weren't like for that boss in here, it was like you had to fight him, but in Elden Ring, like you could just come back to that boss, right? Like this one, in this one, you had to actually fight that dude, and that I felt for a lot of people was probably the end all for like. There's no way that I could beat this boss, you know. Come on, dude. Like, yeah, this dude's like just a mini boss. At least I feel like he's just a mini boss. He's not really like a main boss. He's kind of like the ape in the second level. Except I think he had a cutscene. This guy doesn't have a cutscene at all. Wow. Okay. My timing is off today on the deflects, man. Jeez. He's not hard though. This guy is definitely pretty easy. Even with my second character, I beat him in one shot. Now Lubu, I'm not sure how I'm gonna beat that dude. If I'm gonna beat him with like, if it's gonna take me like a while to beat him, or am I gonna beat him like within like 2 lives or what? We'll see. He's done. Alright. Raise the flag, get my fortitude to, I think, 20? Yeah. And then I should probably... Actually, you know what? I'll open this door first. And then I'll rear level. What should I do? Should I put it on... Probably my attack. Well, I could probably do both. Yeah, there we go. Level 39. Alright. Boss time. Oh.
Do you wish to die?
Never text and play a game at the same time, because that stuff will happen. Oh, I hate it when he does that. It's so, like, annoying. And then he does that one right after that. Like, really? Jeez, man. He's a fun boss fight though, but like, dang, does he freaking hit. Oh, wow. Dang. He definitely reminds me of what's his name from Sekiro. I forgot his name. Bihan or something like that. Something like that. I can't remember though. I think his name is like General, I forgot his name, man. I might have to play that game again just to remember that character. But I think that dude was a lot harder than this guy. As long as you deflect that kind of stuff, you're good, but my deflection is not on point at all today. Nope. Of course. Took me out. But not too bad for the first attempt at taking that dude. Not bad. I figured this guy was gonna take me a couple tries, to be honest. Because in my second character, he took a while. Let's just say that he took a while. But pretty soon here, I'll be so good at this guy that he won't be able to take me out at all. I don't know. No, he'll be able to take me out. He's pretty difficult. And the optimization of the controls on this game aren't the greatest. I mean, they're good. They're good. They're definitely good, but I think there is some polish that could have been done a little bit. Just a little bit. See, I always find that one pretty easy to deflect, but like, even that one's pretty easy to deflect, but I didn't deflect it that time. I don't know why I'm having a hard time deflecting it. Even that, like right there, that's not even that hard to deflect. It's just I'm having the difficulties deflecting. I don't know. Fun stuff though. Fun stuff. He's difficult, but I don't think he's like, I don't think he's on the level of like the From Software type of bosses. Like, I feel like From Software just, their bosses are like on another level of difficulty. It's ridiculous sometimes. I mean, some people would probably beg to differ, but I think it just depends on the game or the gamer. but I feel like this boss is not that difficult. Yeah, see, if you deflect that stuff, like, and you get good at it, you're gonna wreck in this game. Like, seriously, like, I understand, like, you know, people are having a hard time with it, but if you learn to be able to deflect, you're pretty much gonna wreck in this game. But it's kind of like parrying in Sekiro, you know, where that's why a lot of people, I think, had difficulty finishing or even playing that game, because of the fact that you have to be... I feel like in that game, though, you have to be very precise. Like, you have to be on point at all times in that game. Otherwise, you're just gonna get wrecked. Gets back on his horse, and then you go another couple rounds with this dude. He's honestly, I think he takes the longest though so far. Like boss fight wise, he takes the longest. Cause you don't get much, like when he does, when you deflect those spirit rages. They it doesn't really take out that much health. That's one of my big gripes about this game, is like you have a boss, right, and you get them their stamina, or you like stun them basically, and they still for some reason like are OP after that. Like, it's just it makes not OP, but you stun them and then you attack them and they stagger, and then all of a sudden they do, you know, you do some damage on them and then it doesn't do anything. It's like, really? I can definitely see people quitting because of this boss though, for sure. Nope. Of course. Second attempt down. I'm hoping to get him in less than yesterday, because my second character, I absolutely got destroyed every single time, but I was also trying to learn his moveset too. And I still don't have it like down pat at all. I feel like he's easier to deflect on the horse though, like totally easier to deflect on the horse. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like you would think he would be less easy to deflect on the horse, but he's so much easier on the horse to deflect. When he's off the horse and he does some fire bowl crap, it's like, bro, come on, man. Let's see, can I deflect this one? There we go. See, that's what you want to do. You want to deflect every time he goes into like his fire rage mode, because you're gonna, if you don't, then you're gonna get wrecked by his, not only by his hits, but the flames are gonna burn you as well. So it's like you kind of have to be a little bit cautious with this dude. Like, that was pretty good. That wasn't bad. I will say, that wasn't a bad deflect. Oh man, I didn't. Oh, can I get up? Can I get up and? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, this guy, man. I'm gonna try to beat him though. I'm gonna try to beat him before I end the stream. Definitely gonna try to beat this dude. You know, I haven't found too many bosses I felt that were frustrating in this game yet, except for that lightning magic dude that you fight. I thought he was like ridiculous, to be honest. Like, I felt like for so far he's been like the most difficult for me, to be honest. I find those ones easier to deflect though. But you see, like, what I'm saying? Like, when you get him to stagger, you like attack him with the attack button, and it doesn't take his damage down at all. That's why he's such like a, he's a good boss, but he's just like, he's kind of, you know, like you would think your hits would hit harder, a little bit harder, you know? They don't. He's gonna jump in the air. Or not this time, maybe not. There he goes. Yeah, you don't want to let him stagger you, because he will destroy you. He will freaking destroy you. I'm surprised I even got that healing off before he like attacked me. Nice. Jumps back on the horse, and then he does his long range, and then he'll do this, and then he stops his fire crap. My hands are getting sweaty too, playing this game. I know that's gross, but like, my hands are getting a little sweaty doing this. My hands were getting sweaty last night though too when I was fighting against this dude. It's kind of funny. It's crazy how sometimes these games do that to you. You know, you get the sweats a little bit. You're like, man, that was difficult. You know. Come on, dude. I missed that. That spear deflect or whatever. I don't know what they call it for the enemies, but that's what I'm gonna call it. I don't have any more. I do have that though. Could use one of those. Ooh, god dang, dude. These are nice to have though. I might get him. I don't know. Hopefully I don't screw up too bad. And I actually do get him though. Shoot, I might even get him on while he's on the horse. We'll see. Yeah, got him while he's on the horse. That's funny.
Been sent to Maywu Fort.
Surely not.
Alright. I think there's another cutscene after this, and then we'll stop it after that. I think there is. I think it's actually a pretty cool one, yeah. This is a cool cutscene.
Dongshuo has unleashed demons in Luoyang and withdrawn to Meiwu Fort.
Our capital of 200 years.
My men and I are going after Dongzhou, even if it's only us.
You'll have to count me out on this one. Something urgent has come up.
Wait a moment! Some of us must stay and help the people!
Please, allow Jen to ask the same, my lord. The only one who can set this situation right.
Somebody call for
It's
me?
you, my warrior.
I will say, there's moments in this game where I have no idea what's going on, but I love it. Alright, so let's rest, let's level up, let's just do that, 40, what's the, 43, that's not too bad. I could probably run through this one. I think, yeah, from what I remember, yeah, this one's super easy. Like, this is a super easy level. The boss is like super easy too. You'll see when you watch the stream. Won't be tomorrow. It won't be Friday. Maybe Saturday. But if not Saturday, then definitely Sunday. You will get stream number 5 of Wulong. But I'd like to thank everybody who came out and joined in on the stream. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna continue to keep, giving you guys live streams as much as I can. And also, follow me on Twitter at Darkonimus. Definitely hit me up on there, and if you also, if you guys have like any suggestions on like how I should go about doing this streaming stuff, please feel free to let me know. I mean, I'm not somebody who's just gonna be like, F you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not like that. I'm very much like, oh, okay, I'll take it either as is, or I'll adjust, or I'll figure certain things out or whatever. It's just how I am. But thanks everybody again for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, and I'll see you when I see you next.